boom, boom, boom. What's going on, everybody? Y'all can if y'all can hear me, can y'all leave a comment right quick? I just need to know if my comments are working. So if y'all can hear me, please shoot me a comment right quick. I just want to see if my comments on. Somebody please shoot me a comment. I need to see if my comments on. Colson Williamson, what's going on, bro? Audio good? Perfect. Audio good. Y'all can comment. That's what's up. That is what's up. That's what I wanted to make sure. Cedric Grady, what's going on, bro? William Pettiford, what's going on? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Today, y'all, we're gonna do us some jig head painting. Been a few people asking me about this painting these jig heads. I'm gonna paint some jig heads. Tomorrow. Ooh, not tomorrow. I'm gonna be out of town for these 3 days. So this week, y'all got to make sure you stay tuned. This week I'm going. This week I'm doing the giveaway. I'm gonna do the giveaway on the Thumb City. It's gonna be the later part of this week, so it should be Thursday or Friday. It's go time. Yes, sir. VHF, what's going on, bro? Yep, so y'all stay tuned. If y'all haven't entered the giveaway, you still got time. But make sure if you're in the giveaway, you only choose one number, and make sure you go down in the comments and go down in the comments to make sure that you don't have the same number as somebody else. Because whoever picked the number first is going to be the number I put down. So, yeah, make sure y'all do that. We're going to do that giveaway. The giveaway is coming soon. It's coming soon, probably Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday, the giveaway is going down. I'm probably painting these jig heads. I ain't painting no jig heads. Y'all might not believe it. This is what I hate to do. I honestly hate to paint jig heads. Because it's, for me, because my process is longer than a typical person. You know, most people just get a jig head and dip it. And boom. You know me, I got to flatten out the jig head like to make it a peel head. Then I got to paint it, clean out the eyes, where the line go through, where the fish line go through. And put the eyes on. Like, I go through all these different steps just for the jig head. So, but I'm definitely finna paint some today. I went out yesterday. Went out to the lake yesterday. I did me some went and did some bluegill fishing yesterday. I tell you, it was the end. It's the end of bluegill season because I only caught keepers. I only had 30 keepers. So I had 30 keepers. I mean, it still was a good day though. But I had 30 keepers. Nice ones. Pounding, I mean, I ain't gonna say a pound and a half. Like a half a pound to like 3/4 of a pound. And I had 30 of those. But I could tell because I usually fish 1 or 2 beds. I fished like 6 or 7 different beds yesterday, but I did find some new beds. So hopefully next year when it pops off, I can fish those beds. Because I did find a lot of new beds. But like I said before, if you have not entered the giveaway, make sure you stay tuned. The giveaway will be either this Thursday or this Friday for the Thumb City Crappie rod. Y'all can see it in my background. Y'all see that black thing standing up back there? That's the brand new Thumb City Crappie rod. Waiting to go to somebody. But make sure you enter that to try to win it. Make sure you only pick one number. If you pick more than one number, you won't be in the giveaway. And make sure that you go down the comments and make sure you don't have the same number as somebody else. We're going to get this process started on these jig heads. So, these here I got from Guthrie Tackle. These are 1/8 ounce. They got rid of the peel head, so I ain't got to do nothing but paint those. For my 1/16, you got to get the peel head first. Said Grady said, I'm putting my name on it. Already. He said he putting his name on it. He said, them here. So, it's cheaper to buy these, just the regular 1/16 ounce. This is my majority of what I use, 1/16. I use 1/8 sometime when the wind is real high, but majority of the time this is what I use. I use 1/16. You can get you can get some of these right here. Some just needle nose, regular pliers. Make sure they're smooth on the inside. Make sure they don't have that groove. If they got that groove, that's how your jig head gonna look. Or you can get these. These is for AC duct work. So that's all you do. Don't squeeze too tight because that lid, the lid is not that, it's soft. So your jig head look something like this. You just want it flat enough to where you can put your eyes on it. Like I said, I use 1/16 eyes. I use 4mm for 1/16. For 1/16, I use 4mm. These are all my different eyes I got. I got some 5mm. I use the 5mm on my 1/8 ounce. But if you're trying to figure out if you getting into jig head painting, for 1/16, a 1/16 head, you want to use a 4mm eye. And for 1/8 or bigger, 1/8 I use 5mm. 1/32, use 3mm. So you basically can see. Louis Dane said, Bron Star Marine Corps here. I see you out here in Northern California. We see you. Keep going. I sure appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Appreciate your service too. I actually work with some Marines. With my job, I got a couple of other inspectors. One of them actually in Houston, the other one's in South Texas, Corpus Christi. Both of them was actually in the Marines together. So we always talking noise. Yep, so that's basically what'll be going on. Have y'all been out to the lake? Y'all give me y'all reports on y'all lakes. I'm gonna try to do some crappie fishing this weekend though, since I know the bluegill. That I won't say it's over, but it's more harder to the beds, more hard to catch more decent ones. I caught probably 100 little small ones, but I had 30 keepers yesterday. I had somebody else with me too, so we caught 30. I ain't gonna say I did. I said we caught 30. So we had a good time though. Good time. The storm passed us by. On the way out there, it was storming though, cause I left so Conroe from me, Lake Conroe was probably about an hour and a half drive. So I left 4 in the morning and it was raining cats and dogs. I had to go pick up my boat. And I'm like, man, the storm's supposed to be gone around 7 o'clock. So we made it to the lake. After I picked my boat up, driving kind of slow because it was storming and raining bad. Got to the lake around 6:45. It was still lightning. I'm like, man, I hope this lightning gone somewhere because I don't like being in the lake when it's lightning. About 8 o'clock, man, it was a beautiful day. It was beautiful. Like I said, the brim, they were biting. But I don't understand. We always catch a lot of shellcrackers on Conroe, but they're never big. They're all small. Yesterday, we probably caught 40 or 50 shellcrackers that we all threw back because they were small. And I don't know what the deal is with that. I've never seen a big shellcracker on a red ear, chankapin, whatever you want to call them, on Lake Conroe, and I don't know why. The bluegills are huge out there. Had some huge bluegill. I actually weighed a couple of them. One of them was 0.74. Yeah, a couple of them in the 0.6 something, 0.5 something. A lot of them were 0.5, 0.6. But I had one that was a 0.74. They pretty big to be a bluegill, a brim. But yeah, it was a good day though. Definitely a good day yesterday. It got hot. It started getting hot about 12 o'clock. It started getting hot out there. After all that rain it did that morning, it got real humid. The only thing I hate about it, I got one spot on Conroe that I'm talking about. It's nothing but big bluegills in it. But that's the same area everybody want to do this wakeboarding it or whatever you call it when they got the big boats and they got the little surfboard tied behind it with a rope, holding on to a rope. And them waves drove me crazy. I got so mad. I haven't been that mad on the lake ever. I got mad yesterday. I was like, y'all got this whole lake to do this on. You should do this about 30 yards from me. just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it was a great spot with some big brim on it, but I couldn't even fish it because they just kept. I'm sitting on the boat like this the whole time, like I just couldn't take it no more. So I went on here and moved on. I'm gonna show y'all what a lot of people don't know about this. These colors with these flakes in them. How you can get the head to be smooth, and because you know the glitter on it, you can't. You got to put some kind of glue. I do not use glue to put my eyes on. I don't use no kind of adhesive. All I use is the paint. So whenever you're doing a gold flake color, the best thing to do first is go with Protect, and you got to get a disco color. So I ordered like 5 more. They probably be here tomorrow. 5 more colors of disco, because I like to use colors that have glitter, but I know it's hard to get them eyes on that glitter unless you glue them on, and I don't want to use glue. So if you want to use a glitter color, get this disco gold or disco color. I ordered, like I said, I ordered like 5 or 6 more disco colors because it's half gold flakes and the other half is paint. So, but I'm gonna show you what you need to do to get that on there to make it stick though. So you gotta have this, and you gotta have. I got all my paint on the table. Oh, you gotta have a clear coat. Let me get this clear coat. I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. I actually just ordered some new clear coat. So if you want a glitter color, make sure it's a disco. Protect make it. Like I don't know no other company that makes the disco. Disco like the flakes in that gold, but when it comes to that eye, it's not going on the glitter. I don't care how good you think you are. If you got a glitter color, a strictly glitter color, unless you glue the eye on, it's not going on. But this is the clear coat. Just it looks white, just regular clear coat. This is the new one I bought. So I'm gonna show y'all what you do. You don't even need your fluid beds for this. You just shake up your paint. Make sure you get your paint mixed up with your glitter. And like I said, I don't use no torch, none of that. So you got 2 type of lighters you can use. I'm sitting right here behind the AC unit. I mean the AC vent. So sometimes my regular lighter like this, it'll blow out. So I went on Amazon for $6. You get like a 5-pack of these torch lighters. These torch lighters windproof. So, but they gonna make that jig get hot fast. So if you ain't on it, you gonna melt those jig heads. I'm probably gonna melt a couple of them now. I mean, it happens every time I jig heads. So this is what you do. You get your 2 colors. I want y'all to actually see this. So you get your 2 colors. Can y'all see? I'm trying to set it up so y'all can see. Y'all don't gotta see me. I just want y'all to see this right here. This is how the disco look. See how it's half glitter and half powder? So that's your disco color. Then you just got your regular clear. So what you do, once you shake it up, you get your jig head, get you some pliers, hold your jig head like that, get your lighter. If you're just starting out, trust me, you're gonna mess up more than you get right, but once you get it down, like I said, I still mess it up. You kind of can look at it and tell when it's hot enough. So I got to do a little bit too hot. But you get your disco colors. And then you dip it. You see how I dipped it in the disco, then I dipped it in the clear and then make it a smooth surface. But you see what happens when you get it too hot? You see how it forms that drip? So whenever I mess up jig heads like this, I don't sell them. I keep them for myself and I fish with them. they look, the fish don't care how they look. As long as they look good, they'll eat it. I'm gonna do one more. So you get your jig head. Make sure it's hot. You put it in your colors. Shake it off. Do it again. Make sure you get that gloss like you want it to. Put one thing of clear coat on it. Can y'all see that now? You see how that flake? See, now this is actually a smooth surface. It don't feel like it's glitter on it. Now I can stick my eyes on it without using glue. So, yeah. So if y'all ever trying to figure out, how to, Red John said, what's the name of that clear? Can I see the canister? Yeah, go right on eBay, brother. Right on eBay. That's where I order all my paint from. What up, D? Donnell, I thought you were gonna be out on the lake yesterday. William Pettiford said, "Have you tried the Zonkers for your tail yet?" No, I haven't, man. I actually haven't been tying a lot of jigs. I tied a few of them, but I haven't just been constantly tying jigs because of this workload I've been having because of all this rain. So I've been working. But I've tied a few, but I haven't tried it. But I'm definitely gonna try because I love that motion. Donnell, you supposed to been at the lake yesterday. Where you were? He said, "Have you?" Oh, you want to see the name of that clear? It's by Protect. It's right on eBay. It's like Carlos Anderson. What's going on, bro? This is Protect paint. All my paint is Protect paint. All my powder paint I use is Protect paint on eBay. It's like $4 or $5. You get it's called Protect, and it'll say clear. It's the clear coat. I don't use clear coat on nothing but flake colors, disco colors. So that's the only way I use glitter. Now I can do glitter. You can do regular glitter heads, but you have to glue the eyes on. And like I said, I do not glue eyes on. I let the paint do the work, so I don't take the time to put the glue the eyes on. I just put them on. I melt them. When I cure them in the oven, they get stuck on like that. So, but yeah, all my paint is by Protect. If y'all want to order some paint, just go to eBay. Oh no doubt, ready. He said, "Oh yeah, you had to swap your new truck. I see that new truck. I told y'all ballers. I can't afford no truck like that." When person, I use a hair dryer like unit to heat my head. Yeah, I actually got one of those little small handheld dry heating element things, the little heaters, the little torch things. But to me, that lighter is the thing. Down there, you ain't po. You just got you a brand new GMC pickup truck. That ain't po. That money. So I'm gonna show you another thing too when it comes to these candy colors. I really like to do candy colors, and it's basically the same thing as when you're doing a candy color car or whatever. You gotta have a base. So I use a silver base because that's most time when you paint candy, you want a silver base. So I use silver. This is by Protect silver. This is the big one. So they come in a 1 ounce jar or a 2 ounce jar. I use silver a lot, so I use the 2 ounce jar. This is a 1 ounce jar of candy red. So I'm gonna show y'all how to paint these candy colors. I got a candy red and I have a candy lime. So these are two candy colors I got: candy red, candy lime. Angelo Lau said, "Yeah, I want to get some of those jeans you got the new and you sitting here making Blue Thunder and some Lake Conroe and give me some in Lake Somerville." Already, bro. Said, well, Mitchell Bester, what's going on, bro? Oh man, listen, one thing about me, y'all. A lot of people like to hide their knowledge when it comes to crop. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna tell y'all the spots I fish, but I would give you like what I know about different stuff like jigs. Even when it comes to fishing, what am I looking for when I fish? Like I really believe in sharing knowledge. Like I've had people share knowledge with me. I put my own little twist to it, and I'm like, oh well, this worked for me. They shared this with me, but I put my own little twist to it. So I want to share my knowledge with y'all of what I know, and maybe y'all can get that knowledge and put y'all twist to it and find a better way for it working for y'all. So that's just what I do. Whenever you're doing this though, like I said, I got the system I have is a 2 system fluid bed, and it comes with the little pump and the 2 fluid beds on eBay was like $45. I've had these for like 3 or 4 years now, but it comes with 2 different fluid beds and the pump for like $45. Bud, what's going on, Bud? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna paint these candy colors. So these candy colors, this is what we're gonna do. Gotta have that base. So you shake up your paint. Make sure your paint is loose before you put it in your fluid beds. Because if your paint is not loose, once you dump it in there, half of it's gonna fall out and all this other stuff. So make sure you shake it up to loosen up your paint. Once you shake it up, just put you don't fill your fluid beds up either. I a little bit over a quarter. You don't need to have your fluid beds filled all the way up because you don't want your air is not going to generate right. Shake up your candy red. That powder. I don't be wanting to inhale none of that powder. Then you get your candy red. Put that up in there. So whenever you're doing it's like so whenever you're doing candy color, it's a 2-step process. So once you heat it up, you got to hurry up, dip it in your grate, hurry up, put it in your before it cools down. So we're gonna try to do this. You get your jig head, you put your lighter on it, heat it up. Make sure you try to heat your jig head up all the way around too. Put your gray in, shake it off, put your red in, shake it off. And that's your candy red. So this the color it is. But once it dries, it's gonna get a brighter red once you heat it up and you actually cure it. But that's your candy color right there. That's how you do your candy colors. So, but I do need to do some grays, and I need to do some candy reds anyway. So we're gonna do some candy reds. Cause I need to do something anyway. Do some candy colors. I really don't have too many candy colors that I actually fish with. But I do got some paints that's different color candies. It's your best. What up, homie? Rep the sip. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to my private spots as well. So I ain't mad at you for not giving. Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been burnt a few times on me giving information on where I fish it. I mean, spots I fish it. So, like community spots that I fish at, you might catch my video. I tell you what I said. Everybody fishes those areas, but 75% of the areas I fish is a few people know about it, and some of the spots is I put those brush piles out there, so I know nobody knew about it when I put it out there. So 75% of the time is spots that I know don't know how to fish, or very few people fish. And then those people, a lot of people that do fish the spots that I fish, they really don't fish it the way I fish it. So I saw you using red hook jigs a while back. Did you stop using them for some reason? No, I didn't. It's just I get these easier. So I mean, I used to order them off eBay. I used to order jig heads off eBay, but I get 100 for like $20, so it was kind of expensive. And that's the only place I knew. Then I hooked up with this other guy. I think he's in Illinois or somewhere. I get 100 jig heads for $8. So if you can give me 100 jig heads for $8, I'll get whatever color you got. So that's why I use this color hook now. So I ordered 500 for $40. I paid the little shipping, so I ended up paying like maybe $50 for 500 jig heads. I really can't argue with that. I mean, I can pay $45, $50 for 500, or I can pay $20 for 100. So that's basically the only reason why I switched colored hooks. But it's just how do you put your eyes on them to keep them secure? It's simple. It's simple. Like I said, I'm gonna paint a couple of these and I'm gonna show you how I put my eyes on, because a lot of people use glue. Since I've been tying them, a lot of people have went to this process right here. But I promise you, was nobody putting on jig eyes without glue before I put my video. I put a video out like a year or two ago. Probably 2 years ago. I put a video out painting jig heads without using glue. Now I see a lot of people doing it now. But yeah, a lot of people used to just use glue, and that's another step of take time. It's taking more time. So that's why I gotta figure out some kind of way to put eyes on my jig heads without using glue. And I figured out by just ordering the eyes, which have a little epoxy on it anyway, putting them on your jig heads, and once you bake it, it bakes into the paint. So once you bake in your paint, you get your paint hot enough, it bakes into your paint, and you don't have to use glue. Done there. Yeah, I'm about to go to the post office and set it off. I just got an email that Rod's gonna be late because of COVID. Oh wait, it might not be though, bro, because I ordered mine and got mine in probably about 3 days. So it might not be. So we're gonna do some candy reds, y'all. Then I'm gonna show y'all how I do my eyes. I put my eyes on. Whatever you do, whenever you heating up your leg, don't put it over your body. I did that before. I actually was heating it up, and I had it back here over my leg, and it dripped. And you don't want no lead to touch your skin, especially when it's hot enough to melt. Oh, it's gonna burn. So mine wasn't laid either, and it's the truth. The Mitchell Best, I'm telling you, man, the Thump City is the real deal, man. I actually talked to him the other day. Me and him had a nice conversation the other day. But yeah, I tell people that, like, I'm not saying this for him to get sales. I'm telling y'all this to put y'all on game on some great fishing rods. That's all I'm doing. Like, that's all I'm doing. I'm telling you, like, y'all see back there, I use different rods. And I keep telling people that, like, a lot of people will be like, well, man, maybe you just like this rod. This rod is better. No, I use different rods. I got cheap rods. I have expensive rods. But I'm telling you, the rod that man makes that Thumb City Crappie rod is a great rod to have. Just like I got the 7'6" in a couple days ago, so I had somebody on the boat with me, and they were fishing with the 10-foot Thumb City. I was fishing with the 7'6" Thumb City, and that's what we did brim fishing with. We casting that 10-foot, the 7'6". That 10-foot cast just like a 7'6". They both cast beautifully, and you can't tell me too many people that got a 10-foot crappie rod or a 10-foot rod period that you can literally cast just like you got a 7'6" or a 6-foot rod, like a real casting rod. So I'm using my torch lighter. I can't play no games with that. The torch lighter will get you. Yeah, so I mean, it's just a good rod. It's not, like I said, I'm not talking down on anybody else's rod because I use different rods. Like, I love my Jinko Kevin Rogers series 11-footers. I love them. I love my Ty Huckabee 10'6" Elite rod. I love it. So my I got a 10-foot Pro Angler rod. I love it. So I'm not down in nobody else's rod. I'm just telling y'all, if y'all looking for a good, dependable rod that's versatile, get you a Thumb City Crappie rod. Thumb City Crappie rod. It's the real deal. Like I said, I've been dealing with Thumb City Crappie rod since it came out a couple years ago. When it came out, I had them. Last year, I think it came out last year. And I was telling my boy Donnell about it, and he just went, I ain't going to say which ride he used to love, but he called me the other night, and we had a conversation, me and Donnell, and he was just like, man, you know I was stuck with this such and such ride, but I just seen that Thumb City Crappie ride do some amazing stuff. I'm finna order me some. I think he ordered like 4 of them. So you can't tell me there's somebody that is stuck on believing in this certain ride. Just switch their whole game up and go with these Thumb City Crappie rods because what they seen and they know what it'll do. And I promise you, one thing I will promise y'all this. I will promise y'all this. Promise y'all this. If you order a Crappie, Thumb City Crappie rod, you won't be disappointed. If you are disappointed, I'm gonna put this out there on for the world to see. If you are disappointed with your Thumb City Crappie rod, sell it to me. I'll take it. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'll take it. I'll take it. That candy really look good though. So it looks more like a maroon right now. But once I bake it, it gets a little brighter. Yeah, but I don't know what kind of jigs I'm gonna do with it, but it'll definitely get a little brighter. And the law said, film Series 1076 waiting on my postal service to work with, and they supposed to be here. Okay, he got a 10 and a 76. I'm telling you, man, Squiddo, what's the deal? Yes, sir, that Thumb City Crappie rod, the real deal, y'all. You better get you one. You won't be disappointed. And if you're disappointed, sell it to me. Sell it to me. I don't care. What's your favorite rod? I honestly, like I said, because I got a lot of rods I use. I don't care. What's your favorite rod? Take a chance. Buy your Thumb City Crappie rod. You will be very, very impressed. Very impressed. You would. But yeah, the brim, man, I caught some nice brim yesterday. They were biting. I didn't shoot a video. But I know what I do know is that it's beginning to be the end of the brim season, bluegill season, because they're not a lot on the beds like they used to be. And I know beds I fish, don't nobody know where they at. But you start to catch a lot of small ones too. That's another thing that how I knew that that the brim bite is almost over. Because at the beginning, it was number big half a pound, 3/4 pound, bluegills. Now it's more of you'll catch a 2 or 3 half a pound, you'll catch 10 or 15 little old bitches that you got to throw back. Or like the old people say, keep them little ones and fry them hard and fry them whole. Cut the head off, scale them and fry them whole, and then fry them hard, and then you just crunch on the bone and all. But I'm too scared to do that. I've seen people do it. That's crazy. I've actually seen people. I've seen people catch real small brim, and David Willis said the thumb set is the real deal. It is, brother. VHF said it kind of looks like the dirty. They don't start that. I'm gonna block you, VHF. Don't start that. Charles Kane, nice job. I appreciate it. But yeah, I've seen people actually fry those small brim, fry them whole, cut them out, cut the head off, scale them, cut the head off, gut them, and fry them whole, crunch on the bone and all. I ain't about that life though. I'm gonna show y'all another thing that I do that I don't know if anybody else do. So when you get done with whatever color you're using, you take your cup out. This is your air tube, your nozzle tube for your air, to adjust your air. But you just take your cup out, put your paint back in there. I always tap it back to get all the paint out. Then y'all, this is what I use. Now I'm not saying for y'all to use this because I don't want y'all wife or your girlfriend or your mistress or whoever. I don't want her getting mad with y'all messing up her vacuum. But I get my vacuum, I take this little tube out the back. It snaps in. Cut the vacuum off, and then your paint cleaned out. These here don't have filters either. Because I know a lot of people ask me about what kind of filter you use. These here didn't come with this. The only little filter it came with. I never had to change this filter out. It's glued in. So it don't have no filter. I bought it just like this with no filter. But all I do is once I get done with the paint, I put it back in there, cut the vacuum on, cut the vacuum off, the paint cleaned out. Then you can go to your next color. So, just a little advice. What you don't want to do is use any kind of liquid to clean out your fluid beds. If you put liquids in this, you're gonna be down for about 3 or 4 hours because this takes a long time for it to dry out that filter that's glued in here. It takes a long time for that filter to dry if you get it wet. So never get this filter wet. Never use no kind of liquid to clean out your fluid bed. The best thing to do, like I said, is use a vacuum. Put the vacuum on it, clean it out, boom, and it's done. Never, please y'all, never put liquid in it because it'll take a few hours to dry. How I know? Because I did it. I actually got a little some little bleach spray, had a little rag, dry it out. When I put it back on my fluid bed, and I tried to cut the air on, it just started bubbling, but it was real slow. Then I tried to put paint in it, and it won't even make the paint move because it was wet. So never put liquid in it. Never put liquid in it. Never. Unless you're gonna clean it out and you're done for the day, then you can clean it out, let it dry for a day. Then you're good to go the next day. But if you constantly paint at us, you paint different colors, do not, please, do not put liquid in it. And don't use your vacuum if you're going to get in trouble by your wife or your girlfriend. Don't use a vacuum. Just get a rag and wipe it out with a dry rag. But one thing you don't do is this sapphire color. This blue sapphire color, I love this color, y'all. It makes a pretty color. This is a paint I had for a long time, and I just never used it. Like, I never used it. But I'm going to do a sapphire color. Then I'm going to do this dragonfly. Have y'all seen this dragonfly? This dragonfly is like an aqua color with some gold metallic flakes in it. It's a fly color, too. But, yep, sapphire. Like I said, all my paint is Protect. eBay. About $4 or $5, you get a 1 ounce jar. I think for like $8, you get a 2 ounce jar. This is a 1 ounce. This is a 2 ounce jar. So, like I said, I use a lot of silver, so that's why I buy it in 2 ounce. But like all my other colors, I probably buy 1 ounce. But Protect powder. Go to eBay, type in Protect powder paint. Protect. See how it's spelled? Protect powder paint. And they got 1,000 different paints. 1,000 different paints. So, since I got a couple more viewers, I'm gonna say this again. The giveaway. Make sure you get into the giveaway for that Thumb City Crappie rod that's standing up right back there in that little black little case it comes in. Make sure you get in the giveaway. The giveaway is going to be this Thursday or this Friday. I'm going to do the drawing for the giveaway. So don't forget. And when you go on there for the giveaway, make sure you only put one number. If you use more than one number, you will not be in the giveaway. And make sure you go down in the comments and scroll down and make sure your number don't match nobody else's number, so y'all don't have the same number. Because I'm going to pick somebody else. Make sure you only use one number. That's all you got to do. That's simple. Somebody going to win it, though. Somebody's definitely going to win this Crappie rod. I'm excited. I'm kind of excited. But I'm kind of hurt because I really didn't want to give it away. I didn't want to give it away, but, you know, hopefully it goes to somebody that really needs it. They can't. This sapphire blue, man, that thing still smoking. That sapphire blue is real, though. Y'all see that sapphire blue? That thing so pretty. Y'all see how that thing look? Ooh. For Somerville love blue. If you, attention. If you plan on or if you fish Lake Somerville, Texas, make sure your jig got some blue in it, preferably a dark blue. But a light blue will work too. But make sure you got a lot of blue. Not a little bit of blue, a lot of blue. So with this one, I got the sapphire blue jig head. So it's like a dark blue with light blue flakes in it. Then I probably do I got some Chanel. I think it's called, I ain't gonna tell the name of the Chanel. But it's got a Chanel that looks exactly like that jig head, dark blue with like light blue flash in it. Then I probably do a dark blue tail on it. It's gonna be cold. Strictly for Somerville. If you're fishing Somerville, please, even if you're using plastics. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you use plastics, I'm gonna tell you the #1 jig. I found this out. I did an experiment. I went up to Tulsa, Oklahoma, working in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you know that's where they make all the Bobby Garland plastics at. I'm gonna put y'all on game, free game. Y'all know when I put you on game, I say it: free game, free game, free game. If you're on Somerville and you got plastic, get you a Bobby Garland blue chrome. I don't care what color jig head you put on it. Preferably a gray, blue, or orange, or pink jig head. But you get that Bobby Garland baby shad blue chrome and you put on Somerville, it's going down year round. Free game. Plastics. But when I was using plastics, that's what the key was. Even if they slow down biting, I use minerals. But, you know, if you want a jig on Lake Somerville, get you some Bobby Garland 2-inch baby shad blue chrome. Look at that. Look at that sapphire. Ooh, that blue sapphire look good. See how them flakes showing up in that thing? That's going to be a killer jig right there. I love that sapphire blue. And Lo said, do you do a fishing challenge with fishing poles, the ACC versus Thumb City, Skinny Kenny versus Fishing Kenny? Hey, I've been challenging them boys since, what was it, last year? If y'all been seeing any of my videos, I've been challenging them since last year. One thing about me, I like competition. So, I'm ready. I'm always ready. Even if I lose, it don't matter. Like, I'm ready. But that's how much confidence I got in that Thumb City ride. I don't want to say this loud because I don't want to get in nobody's feelings. I don't want nobody to get upset with me. I know we got a lot of people that love other rides. But I'm going to tell y'all this secret. Don't tell nobody, though. Thumb City Crappie ride is better than ACC. Don't tell nobody I told y'all. That's a secret between us. Between us and my 22 viewers I got. Keep that between us. Don't tell nobody else. Thumb City Crappie ride is better than ACC. That's just between us, though. Squiddo said, I have the Kevin Rogers also, and I like it. Great sense. I'm telling you, hanging up right there on my wall. Hanging up right there is two 11-foot Jinko Kevin Rogers series rods. They go out with me every time I go crappie fish. I love them. William Petrovich said, I have both great choices. I mean, that's the thing, man. It's all about your feel of what you want. Like, if you find a certain feel of what you want, then it's going to work for you. It's going to work for sure. William C. said, what's happening? I'm the winner, y'all. You done already claimed it. William C said he done already claimed it. Squiddo said, and so I would like to see that contest also between Ken and Fishing King. Go ahead and put SK there also. Man, I'm telling you, man, it'll be fun. I would love to do it. If they down with it, I'm down with it. I done fished against SK a lot of times on Lake Houston. Lake Houston. SK is Lake Houston, y'all. SK done got the best of me on Lake Houston. But I don't know. Ain't nobody fishing Lake Houston right now. It's so muddy. It look like chocolate milk. Look like the Yoo-Hoo drink. I don't know if y'all back in the day, y'all remember them Yoo-Hoos? That's how Lake Houston look like. Lake Houston, if it rained for an hour straight on Lake Houston, it'll be muddy for about a month and a half. So it's going to be Yoo-Hoo. If it don't rain no more, it'll be good by September. Let's say if the water clear at Somerville, I've been fishing Somerville since 2014. I've never seen it muddy. So I think that says it all right there, Les. Bro, Somerville is not muddy. It's never muddy. I've never seen it muddy since 2014, since I moved to Texas. I've never seen Somerville muddy. So yeah, it's good to go. Bud said those sickle hooks, Kenny. I'm glad you said that, Bud. So a lot of people also talk about Aberdeen and sickle hooks. Most of the time, you have a lot of old school guys that's like, oh, I love Aberdeen and sickle hooks garbage. Then you have a lot of other guys that say, I love sickle hooks, whatever floats your boat. I love sickle hooks. I love sickle hooks. I've been using them since sickle hooks been invented. I love sickle hooks. And I've seen a couple people with the videos saying, well, the sickle hooks, you got to bend it this way and bend it that way, then it'll break on you. I don't know what kind of hooks these other people are using. I've never had a sickle hook break on me. Never. I've never had a sickle hook break on me. So I don't know. I mean, it's basically whatever your preference is. To me, with the sickle hook. So, I mean, but I will use an Aberdeen hook also. Like, I've tied jigs and used jigs with Aberdeen hooks as well as sickle hooks. So, I mean, my preference is a sickle hook. So, I like the sickle hook, though. So, I only tie sickle hooks on my jigs. David Willis started laughing. Squiddo, he laughing. Donnell laughing. Charles Brown said, no, you didn't. I said it, but I whispered it, though, so a lot of people didn't hear that. I whispered it. So we have 21 watching, 11 likes. Yeah, man, y'all don't mind, hit the like button also. Hit the like button. I'm giving y'all some free game. I gave y'all the biggest free game of it all. Don't see the ground round better than ACC. Hey, hit the like button. Enzo said, just let me know when the challenge is. I will be there to watch. Hey, man, whenever they ready to do it, I'm ready. I love the challenge. I don't care if it's 100 people out there and I come in last place. I just love the competition. Like, I love a challenge. So... and I know, like, those guys in the Dallas area, they're going to go to East Texas and catch some big slab. I'm going to my normal lakes I always go to, and I give them a run for their money. I give them a run for their money. Even better than that, we can go to a neutral lake that nobody's fished, or go to a neutral lake, and I'm going to give them a run for their money. I love that challenge. I've been calling them out, though. I'm down with it. We probably putting something together, though, me and SK and a couple more of my buddies. We probably putting a little challenge together for us down here and whatever. But man, look, my plans this year was to go all around Texas and do crappie tournaments. But this COVID-19 came in and threw everything off. But I'm gonna be there. I don't have the biggest boat. I don't have the most expensive boat. I don't have the best electronics. I don't have a live scope. None of that. But I do have fishing knowledge, and I'm gonna put my fishing knowledge to test. So I can't wait till the tournaments crank back up. I'm definitely gonna do a lot of crappie tournaments. I love to put my skills up against people that's been doing it longer than me and might know more than me. Fishing in the tournaments, I was fishing from a kayak, and I listened to guys like SK, Bluegill, Lamar. Those guys have boats and they've been fishing it for longer than I have. And just listening to them and their strategies of how they use, or what they use, and how they used, and where they went, why they went there. I soaked all of that up. I soaked it up. So by the time I bought me a boat, I knew the areas I needed to look at. I knew what I need to do. I know what I might need to do. I know the blueprint. But then I got to build it myself, though. So they kind of put that blueprint together by listening to all these people that was at the Lake Houston tournaments. Listen to everybody, what they said. He said this. That's how he won. He said this. That's how he caught big fish. That's how he did. This is what he did. And I put all their knowledge together. And I put it in my brain. Then I added my knowledge to it. And that's most of the time why I'm successful on crappie, doing crappie fishing or bluegill fishing. It's just because I've listened. Look, Somebody knows some stuff, I'm gonna listen to him. I'm not gonna say, oh, I know more than he know. He don't know nothing. I'm gonna be just like this, just like a little kid in preschool that don't know nothing. Just like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And my brain is like a recorder. When you start talking about fishing, my brain, freshwater fishing, my brain is like a recorder. I'm gonna record everything that you saying. I'm gonna soak it up, and I'm gonna put it to work when I go out there. And if it don't work, then I'm gonna add a little twist to it. Be like, okay, well, they said do it like this, so I'm gonna do it like this, but I'm gonna add this to it. And that's what became. That's how I became decent. I ain't gonna say great or good. I'm gonna just say decent at crappie fishing. And a lot of people are like, man, it's summertime. How are you catching half a pound and a half crappies or 2 pound crappies in summertime? It's because of the knowledge of me listening to other people and putting it to work. Simple as that. William C said, Lake Palestine. I don't know if Fishing Ken and SK and anybody fished it. But I'm down to go to Palestine because I've never been there, and I don't think they got a lot of knowledge of it either. I love to go there where don't nobody really know, and it's a neutral. It's about the same drive for everybody. You can get down. I love to go. If they say let's go to Palestine, I'm like, what day y'all want to do it? So I'm always ready for the challenge. I would love to do that Palestine though, just because I don't think too many of us fished it. I would love to do that Palestine. Ron G said, remember Hook City has the edge. They have, and that's the thing, y'all. I'll be real with y'all. I've seen guys on the lake with a live scope. And yes, they will have the edge. But they don't have the edge when it comes to knowledge. I'm telling you, I would love to put my knowledge against a live scope. I love to try it. I would. I would love to try it. And then I would go and listen to what they said. Oh, well, I was in the live scope and I was over here, man. They were big over here. Hunt down one at a time. Okay, but that's what I need to know. Okay, so that's what you doing. I'm gonna soak that up in my head. But yeah, I mean, I can literally go out there without a live scope and catch me 25 crappie. I ain't gonna say no problem. It might take me a little longer than others, but I know people that got live scopes and I get them a run for their money. I would. Seriously. Terry Johnson, what up, fam? Leslie said, preach, bro, preach, man. That's real talk. That's real talk. Real talk. So, I mean, definitely, I'll tell anybody, you definitely have an edge when it comes to that live scope. Definitely have an edge. But live scope, I'm going to tell y'all, I love that challenge. Live scope don't scare me. Live scope don't scare me. I mean, eventually, honestly, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm waiting for. I'm a true to the heart, all the way 100% Humminbird guy. And I know they got the 360, but I'm waiting for them to come out with something that can compete with the live scope. Lawrence did, but that Lawrence ain't it. I wouldn't waste my money on the Lawrence live view, whatever it's called, live something, HDS live or whatever. I wouldn't waste my money on it. I don't like it. I do like the live scope. I've been on the boat with my boy Lamar, and he got a live scope, and it's a wonderful thing. Like, it's crazy. It's a wonderful thing. But I'm waiting to see what is Humminbird going to do to compete with that live scope. Because one thing I'm scared about is, and this is, like I said, my mind is always wrapped around fishing. So I sit down and I just analyze stuff. So most people with a live scope, still by their steering wheel, they have a Humminbird for their mapping, side imaging, and all of that. They have a Humminbird. So I think Humminbird like is looking at it like our sales still is not going down. Like, we still making money at Humminbird because people still need that Humminbird for mapping, side imaging, because ain't nobody going to have better side imaging than Humminbird. Or right now they don't, in my opinion. So Humminbird, I think they looking at it like, we're going to take our time building something for this to compete with live scope. We already making money from our bigger units by the mapping and the side imaging, so we don't have to rush. Because I feel like Lawrence rushed to try to compete with it, and they did a terrible job at it. I think Lawrence rushed to try to compete with that live scope. They did a terrible job at it. Because when Garmin live scope hit, it took over the market. It did. It definitely took over the market. But me, I'm waiting to see. Now, if Humminbird comes out and say, we ain't going to have nothing to compete with the live scope, we just going to stick to doing what we doing, then I might go and purchase me a live scope. But until then, I'm waiting on Humminbird to see what they're gonna do. Angela said, yeah, I grew up in knowledge is power. No machine cannot wait. It can't. That's facts, bro. That's facts. That's 100% facts. Like, you can have all the technology in the world, but technology will fail you. Knowledge won't. Like, you can go and have a machine that can make a machine that can make 100 jigs. It can make 100 in 10 minutes. Or you can get a person that can tie jigs. They might take them 2 or 3 hours to make 100, or even longer to make 100. But what happens when that machine breaks? You're gonna spend a lot of money to get it fixed, and it's not telling how long. You gotta analyze it to see what's wrong with it, and it ain't gonna tell how long you get it. It's gonna be down compared to, you're gonna always have that knowledge, and you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, I would definitely put my knowledge up against somebody with a live scope. I definitely would. Squid said Palestine will give Ken the edge. I'm down with it. I'm down for the challenge, though. That's the thing. I'm down for that challenge. I would love to try it. I'm not a scared person, y'all. If y'all don't know that, I'm not a scared person, and I love a challenge. So, like, even my homeboys, they know, like, we used to do 3-man challenge with just me, Donnell, and Lamar. We bet a couple dollars and we going out to the lake. We finna go fish. We fish from sun up to 1 o'clock. Whoever got the biggest bag, 7 fish limit. Whoever got the biggest, that's who win the money. Like, I don't mind challenge. I take a challenge any day. Win, lose, or draw. Because in that challenge, people not gonna usually do what they do when they don't have a time, and they just out to relax. Like, if I go fishing tomorrow, I'm just gonna relax, enjoy it, and fish. If I got a fishing tournament tomorrow, it's more on the edge. I might switch it up and do this. I might switch it up and do that. I would definitely take that challenge, that knowledge and challenge, because it's always gonna be different. So I take those chances though. Knowledge is the key to catching and not catching. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's just a straight up fact. William C said, heading out to the lake to go swimming with the boys. Have a great day. All right, William C, I will be contacting you soon, because I do want to come up to Palestine within the next month. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to come up there. I'm definitely going to contact you, though. Brad Smith said, I agree. I have live scope, but agree, knowledge is more important. Live scope is just a tool to help. That's a fact. See, I'm going to tell y'all something about that live scope. Brad, I'm so glad you said. That's how I know you know what you're doing. Live scope, if you don't have that knowledge, live scope is going to get you stuck on one spot, one area, and you're going to lose several hours. That's one thing live scope will do. By me knowing and having the knowledge of crappie and how they work, sometimes it's more of, if I have a live scope, I'm going to fish this area. Yes, I see some bigger circles down there moving, but they're not active. They don't want to bite. I'm going to go ahead and move, compared to the person that's don't have the knowledge. They'll sit there on one spot for 3 hours and be like, I know that's a 3-pound crappie. I know it's 10 3-pound crappies down there. I'm going to hit them on the head with these jigs. I'm going to slap them in the face with these jigs, and I'm going to make them bite. 3 hours later, 3 hours and gone by that you'll never get back again, and you still trying to catch them. And they ain't biting. Compared to the guy that went on and moved and went 5 or 6 more spots, he done caught 50 more crappie, and he gone to the house. So if you have that knowledge, live scope is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. I'm so glad you said that, Brad. That was Brad Schmidt. You hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. If you got a live scope and you got knowledge, it's going down. It's going down, real talk. Big Jeff said, have you seen that Humminbird 360 in action? It looks pretty nice. Yes, I've seen it, but I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't want to spend the money on it, because I'm used to just a regular down imaging Humminbird, and I split my screen from 2D and down imaging Mega, and I work it like that. So for me, that's just my opinion. For me, I don't think 360 would help me. So that's why I've thought about it a few times. Me and my boy Ralph actually talked about the 360, and I just said I don't think it's worth the money for me purchasing, because I don't need a tool to help me catch crappie unless Humminbird come out with some live scope something. And the reason why I say Humminbird, because they have the best images. To me, they have the best imaging. So I know if they do come out with something to compete with live scope, the imaging is going to be a beautiful thing on a Humminbird. William Pettifer said, knowledge came up with live scope. I agree. You had somebody sat down, Garmin sat down And no telling how many years it took for them to put this thing together. And like I say, live scope is a beautiful thing. I would never down live scope. No sir. Like I say, if Humminbird don't come out with something to compete with it, I'm gonna end up getting me one. That's a fact. So I don't know who that is. Calling me from North Carolina. I can't talk right now though. Squiddo said, Kenny, I think you can beat Ken at the crap hand. I sure appreciate it. Hey, I give them a run for their money. I ain't gonna take this whooping laying down. I'm gonna have to fight for it. So whenever they ready, man, I'm down for it. I'm really down for it. Like I said, I really wanted. I would love to go to a neutral lake that nobody has. A neutral lake that nobody has no ups on nobody with. And I fish with the best. I don't care who it is. I fish against any. Oh yeah. I sure appreciate that, Squiddo. Yeah, I would love. I love crappie fishing. I love the challenge. Then the thing about it is, you get to meet a lot of people. You get to meet a lot of people. Oh, that's my boy. I'm gonna have to hit him back later. He just got him a boat, and so he's looking for some fish finders and stuff. So I definitely got to hit him back. That was one of my homeboys. He's from Mississippi also. Me and him was in the army together. So if he's on this live, I'm gonna hit you right back, brother, once I get off live. But yeah, man, I would love. I really, like I said, I don't have no extravagant boat. I can tell you, I don't even care. I paid $4,000 for my boat that I have, a 1998 low with a 50 horse Evinrude, and now I'm telling you, I don't care. That is reliable. It's comfortable. It put fish in the boat. I'm gonna tell y'all my whole setup. I'm gonna show y'all how much money I spent on a boat, and y'all have seen my videos. Like my videos is what I do. Like I catch a lot of crappie. That's what I do. So, but I'm gonna break it down and tell y'all what I spend. I spent $4,000 for a boat, motor, trailer, all that, in almost perfect condition, great condition for a 1998. Carpet's good, no torn seats, motor runs good. He had all the paperwork on everything he did to the motor. Like perfect boat, $4,000, 17-foot low boat. I spent $300 for a trolling motor. I got the little cheap Minn Kota Edge. That's $300. I got a little Mega 7 down imaging on the front on my trolling motor. That was like $500. So we up to $4,800. And then I have it's a Gen 3. Then I have the Gen 2 10-inch Helix Mega by my steering wheel. That was $1,000. So I mean, I spent $5,800. People spending 3 and 4 times that just boat. I spent $5,800 and I'm down to try anybody. If anybody want to challenge me to some crappie fishing, I'm down with it for $5,800. I'm saying that to say that should speaks for itself. Like I need the bare minimum. Give me the bare minimum, Thump City crappie rod and some of my hand tied jigs, and I go up against anybody. Y'all see how I put that promotion out there? But yeah, straight up though. That's real talk. Brad Smith said, you made a great point there. You gotta know when to move on. On another note, would love to fish with some man. Whenever you're ready, Brad Smith, I'm here. Like I'm telling you, I'm here. Since the bluegill fishing is basically done now, I'm gonna be me and my homeboy Ralph, we're supposed to be going up to Lake Livingston. Never fished Lake Livingston before, but I heard of some slabs up there, so we're gonna be going to Lake Livingston soon. I'm gonna be going to Palestine soon. Definitely gonna be going. I put some brush pies at my favorite lake, so I'm gonna let them soak and wait, because that's really a more of a fall time, winter time lake. So that'll be in a few months. Lake Texana, which is in Edna, Texas, a little bit that right before you get to Victoria. I want to do some more scouting out there because I haven't figured out that lake. I've been to it only once, but I didn't figure out really too much of nothing. So I'll be going there soon. I can't wait to summer for Lake Houston to get unmuddy. Once the Lake Houston clear up, I'm gonna show y'all some crappie. Lake Houston got some slabs, but once it clear up, I'm definitely gonna be on Lake Houston. Bill Jeff said Lake Houston muddy now. Yeah, it's muddy now. Chocolate milk. Dr. Carl Thompson, what's going on, brother? He said I got my Thump City crappie rod. He got it. Let me know when you use it, how you feel about it. Let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. VHF said that's a good price for that boat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying for the boat, 2 fish finders, and a trolling motor. $5,800. $5,800 for everything. You know, I bought it separately, but that's how much I paid. I ended up paying $5,800, and I go against anybody if they want to crappie challenge me. Simple as that. As well, what was your? I was back then, so I was a general construction equipment operator, and then when we got deployed, we became combat engineers because we did route clearance. So that's what all my 3 tours. Well, my first tour, it was in 2003. We built up Cedar 2, Talia Air Force Base. We were the first military base on Talia Air Force Base. It was still our Iraqi base back then. We took that base over, and we took over Talia, and there we stayed in green tents. It was horrible, on cots. That was probably my worst deployment. But yeah, Talia, I was an engineer. Route clearance. That's all we did was route clearance when we got with my second and third deployment. Curtis Brown said, yes, sir. They just said limestone. I've never been to limestone. I'm gonna put this out there, y'all. So y'all can go tell whoever. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm down to challenge anybody on Lake Limestone. I ain't never been there in my life. I'm down to challenge. So whoever wants some smoke on Lake Limestone, I'm down to drive them that 3 hours to Lake Limestone, 2.5 hours. I've never fished it. And if they haven't fished it, I'm down to try. I'm down to try. Spread the word. We can go to Limestone. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing about Limestone. We can go whenever they're ready. I'm challenging whoever. We can put it on YouTube. We can keep it between ourselves, however you want to do it. Put a little money down. It don't matter. I love the challenge. Like I said, I love that challenge. And the thing, whenever I've fished crappie tournaments, I always stayed later afterwards. The tournament was over, just to listen to people and see what were their tactics on catching crappie. Like I said, because when it comes to crappie, my brain is a sponge. When it comes to crappie, my brain is a sponge. I'm soaking up all the knowledge anybody say. They can be talking to somebody over there 10 yards away. If I can hear them, I'm soaking it up. That's how I feel about crappie. I want to learn everything I can about crappie fishing. Everything I can. I love crappie fishing. I love it. So, hopefully, the wind's supposed to be up this coming up weekend on Somerville. Hopefully it's not. If the wind ain't up, I will be on Somerville this weekend doing some crappie fishing. Then the week after that, I'm probably going to be on either Lake Livingston or Lake Palestine. And if anybody needs some crappies in their life, they don't have a boat. I am doing guided trips. Get at me. I guarantee you I'm the cheapest guide around. And most of the time, these guys don't put you on a lot of fish. I'll put you on close to a limit. Just get at me. I ain't gonna guarantee. I ain't making no guarantees now. But I will guarantee you this. Most of these guys charging $300 and all of that. I charge you half that price and put you on some fish. Free game. Free game. Real talk. I definitely will. I'm loving this blue though. This what is this called? The sapphire blue. It's a beautiful color. I think I did enough. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I did 10 or 10. I mostly do like 10 or 15 of each color. But like I said, if y'all want to know what that color is, I'm gonna show you the color again. It's this sapphire blue. Can y'all see that sapphire blue? It's like a blue, dark blue with some light blue metallic flakes in it. It's a pretty color though. I like it. Everybody's listening. If you're just tuning in, the giveaway will be Thursday or Friday for this Thump City Crappie Ride. For the Thump City Crappie Ride, the giveaway will be either Thursday or Friday. So make sure you got into the contest and make sure you don't have the same number as somebody else. And make sure you only use one number, because if you use more than one number, you won't be in the giveaway. And if you got the same number as somebody else, whoever picked it first, they're going to have that number. Use this vacuum. The vacuum clean that paint out. So, I'm going to show y'all right quick how I do my eyes. I'm going to get one of these colors that's already dry. I did some candy red, some sapphire blue. I'm going to use one of these sapphire blue just because that's my favorite color. Dry. Yep, this is dry. So I'm going to show y'all how I put my eyes on. I got all these different color eyes. Like I said, if you're trying to figure out what size eyes to use, if you're on 132nd jig head, you need a 3mm. 16th, you need a 4mm. 1/8, you need a 5mm. But I've seen people use 1/16 and use a 5mm eye, just a big eye on the jig head, and that's totally fine. But if you just want something to fit perfectly with a 1/16, I use a 4mm. And for a 1/8, I use a 5mm. I'm gonna show you the difference so y'all can understand what I'm saying. So this is a 4mm eye. This is a 5mm eye. So can you see the difference in the size of the eyes? So that's the difference between a 4mm and a 5mm. I think I'm gonna just stick with these, do some silver and blue eyes. So this is how you do it. You get this little X-Acto knife. I've always used this knife. You get your knife and you just peel off an eye. You peel off your eye. It's better when I got it laying down. But you peel off your eye. Like I said, it has epoxy already on it. And you place it right in the middle of the jig head and you squeeze it. Just squeeze it for a second. You see how the eye's already on there? And then you just do the same thing to the opposite side. You get your X-Acto knife, pull you one eye out, and you put your eye on. And you move it to where you want it to in the center. Squeeze on it for a second. And boom, you got your eye. No glue. No glue at all. There was no glue. You put your eye on. And then, like I said, you make sure when you're doing this, y'all, before you do your eye, before you put your eyes on like I did, you want to get your knife, or, they make a paint puncher. I hope I don't cut my hand on live. But you want to clean out where you put your line through it. That's the worst thing. If you paint your jig heads, if you bake your jig heads, you're going to catch the blues trying to clean that paint out. So you always want to clean your paint out before you put your eyes on and before you bake it. And then, this, boom. That thing ready to get baked right now. Look at that. That thing ready. That thing like it'll catch a fish without even putting no hand time. I just put the hook out there like this and catch a crappie. But yeah, it's simple. That's all you have to do. Once you put your paint on there, you clean out your eye. Like I said, this X-Acto knife is the best thing to use to clean out that paint, because it fits right up in there and just spin it a couple times. But make sure you got it laying down. Because trust me, let me tell y'all what I did one time. I was doing it like this, some kind of way, but the knife slipped out and it went right under my fingernail. Oh, you don't want that to happen, especially with no X-Acto knife. And I use this dull blade too. I probably been using this blade for about a year. You see how messed up it is? It's an old dull blade, because you get a sharp blade and the slip and hit that hand, oh, you're going to need some stitches. So that's why I use a dull blade. I keep using the same blade, even though it's dull. This is what I use. But once you clean it out, like I said, it works perfect, though. It works perfect to pick up your eye off your paper, and it works perfect to clean out your eye where your fishing line go through. Even if you don't use your eyes, if you don't put eyes on, if you just paint jig heads, please clean this thing out before you bake it. Because once you bake it, you won't believe how hard that paint will get to try to get it out. Now, the temperature I bake at, like I said, I do mine for 25 minutes. So like for the first, I'll probably say probably like the first 14, 15 minutes, I put it on 250. I put it on 250. Then for like the last 10 minutes, I crank it up to 300. Between 275 to 300. And I crank it up for the last 10 minutes for that. And they be good to go. Just paint the eyes are on. You use no glue, no nothing. They ready to roll. Simple as that. Dr. Carr said, I paid $4,500 for mine, a 1988 G3. I'm a Thompson. You just hurted my feelings. You know how long I've looked for a G3? I wanted a G. When I was looking for a new boat, I was looking at the G3s, but I didn't want to pay the price. Even the used boats, they wanted like 75, 8,000 for. I seen a beautiful used. I think it was like a 2010 G3, somewhere around there, and they wanted like 7,500 for. It was beautiful. Had it because I wanted to switch to a Yamaha because I had an Evinrude on my other boat, and I love Evinrude, but I wanted to try out Yamaha, and my feeling was broke. Somebody bought it, but I didn't want to spend that much money for it. Now you got you spend $4,500 for your 1998 G3 with a 90 horsepower Yamaha. It has all the bells and whistles, 2 live wells, remote trolling motor, electronic anchors. Oh, you got the hookup for $4,500. You got the hookup. I'm mad on a hookup like that. You can't beat that. Definitely can't beat that. That's the hookup. VHF said I heard that the low has a good ride on the aluminum boat. So I have a semi V. I have a semi V, 17-foot low. 50, like I said, 50 horse Evinrude. I love it. It's a great ride compared to, I used to have a little 17-foot John boat with a 40 horse Evinrude. And when I tell you them waves got bad, man, I need a back brace, some Tylenol 3, and any other muscle relaxers they got, and a shot of tequila when I get off that water and get to the house, because my back will be killing me. So it's definitely a difference having a semi V or even having a deep V compared to a flat bottom boat. That flat bottom ain't no joke when them waves start rolling, y'all. I promise you it ain't. Squiddo says, sign me up. Whenever you're ready, let me know. Melcher Rod said, what's good, bro? What's going on, Hot Rod? What lakes are you guiding at? Right now, I'm really just dealing with Somerville. Right now, I really haven't fished a lot on Conroe. Then Conroe got a lot of traffic, so I don't like dealing with the wakeboard. Like I said, I dealt with them yesterday, bluegill fishing. I got as mad as I've ever got on the lake before. With them, with they wakeboard and skiing, and they have they jet skis. Like, they have no respect for fishermen out there. They would get right next to you and be flying past you, then look at you crazy like, ha. So I will not be doing no guided trips on Conroe unless it's the winter time, when I know they won't be out there. But right now in the summertime, I'm really just dealing with either my favorite lake or Somerville, but preferably Somerville. Somerville is right now where I'm guiding at. Somerville was on fire 2 weeks ago. On fire. Big slabs. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I'm going to tell you what people did. So I'm sure a lot of y'all members on Crappie Fishing Foods. So I posted a picture of my fillets from the video I put out, the last crappie video I put out. Cause I always cut mine in strips. When I fillet mine, I cut them in 3 strips, and that's how thick they are and big they are on Somerville. So I cut them in 3 strips. Each fillet I cut them in 3 strips, and I posted the strips, my crappie strips, on Crappie Fishing Foods. I had a couple people like, those bass strips, they're not crappie strips, and I'm like, huh? Bass? I don't even fish for bass. I don't eat bass. I don't catch bass. If I catch bass, I throw them back. I don't keep bass. But it was so funny. They were like, nah, those strips are too thick to be crappie strips. Then I had a couple people like, man, you good with the knife. Like, you make your fillets look good. And I'm like, this is what I regularly do to crappie. Like, I fillet them and I strip them. I strip them. I don't know. But it was so funny that it was a couple dudes, and they was adamant about it. I'm like, so what I did, I sent them a link to my video on my Catch, Cook, and Clean video. I sent them a link to my video and was like, check out the video. They didn't respond back after that. But they seriously thought that it was some other kind of fish like bass or something. They were like, those are not crappie strips. Like, they too thick and they look pretty. I'm like, these are crappies I just caught. A couple, like, crappie on Somerville. But it was funny. Like, they didn't believe that was crappie. It was hilarious. Latita said that blue is pretty. It definitely is. I think that's gonna be my I'm gonna make some colors just for that blue, because you know blue is my favorite color. So I'm gonna make some of those blues for Somerville. Do some jigging. Me and Jeff said all those 3D eyes. The only eyes I use on my jigs are 3D. I do not use the little flat sticker. If they are not 3D eyes, and when people have 3D, they got the bulge. I don't know if you can. Someone decided to give y'all a side view so you can kind of see what I mean. It kind of sticks out a little bit. I don't think the camera's gonna focus in. So they bulge out. That means 3D. They're not flat. So they kind of bulge out like a real eye. Yep. So that's the only eyes I use on my jigs are 3D eyes. I do not use the flat sticker eyes. Curtis Brown said, got two 10-foot thumb cities, thinking about getting a couple of the 10-foot Kevin Rogers. You can't beat those thumb cities, brother. Like I said, I like the Kevin Rogers. I got two of those too. So, I mean, if you get two thumb cities and two Kevin Rogers, you ain't going to need nothing else. I promise you not. I'm telling you not. But if you do go with the Kevin Rogers, try the new one. They got a new 11-foot. The new 11-footer. You'll love it. Like I said, I had the 10-foot, that 10-foot Kevin Rogers, and it ended up dropping it in the lake. So I ordered the new. They got a new 11-footer they came out with mid-seat. So I ordered two of those, and I love them. I ordered one, and I love them so much that I ordered another one. So if you get two Thumb City Crappie Rod and two Kevin Rogers, oh, you good to go. You ready to go catch some slabs. Terry Boston said, Mr. Yes, sir. What it do? What up, fam? Terry, what it do? William Perry said, Kenny, thank you for your help for your blah, blah. I be stuttering. William Pettis said, Kenny, thank you for your intro, for the info. Stepping off. Check you next time. Always. Thank you for your service. All right, William Pettis, you have a good one, brother. Claude Jones said, Skinny Kenny. What it do, man? What it do? Carolina Slab said, yo, Kenny, who won the ride? So I haven't did it yet. It's gonna be this Thursday or this Friday. I'm gonna do the giveaway. Probably gonna be the Friday though. I'm gonna do the giveaway. It's still right here. Oh. It's right here. It's waiting. It's waiting for the new owner. So I haven't did the giveaway yet. But with this now, I'm gonna repeat this. I'll keep repeating because I want everybody to have a chance to win. In this giveaway, make sure you only pick one number. If you pick more than one number, you will not be in the giveaway. And before you pick your number, or if you've already picked a number, go back to make sure that you pick the number before somebody else, because you don't want to have a duplicate number of somebody else. Because what I do is I go to comments and I go to newest first, then I scroll all the way down to the bottom so I can see my first comments, the older comments. So whoever picked that number first will get that number. So if you pick the number that somebody else have, say somebody else has this number, then put your new number in. That's it. But it's ready to roll, y'all. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that thing. Oh, that thing's so pretty. Woo-hoo-hoo. Y'all see that Thumb City Crappie Rod? Oh, let me put that thing back up. Let me put it back up. Somebody gonna have it Friday. Well, somebody gonna win it Friday. I'm gonna mail it out Friday or Saturday. Yep. So make sure y'all get into that giveaway. Squidder said, "You right. No respect for fishing." Yeah, man. James Vargas, that's my guy, y'all. So this is one of the guys that took me under their wings when I first joined the military. James Vargas, he's retired now, man. He didn't put that work in. What's going on, brother? Man, what's going on, brother? Yeah, man. Lake Conroe have no respect for fishermen. That's why I can't deal with Lake Conroe. Like I said, I was so mad yesterday. Like these guys, and they did it for 45 minutes, just kept, and they wouldn't even go all the way down. They'll probably go 100 yards, like I said, 30 or 40 yards from me. And the waves was coming in, man, because they were wakeboarding or whatever you call it. And the waves coming in, and we sitting in the boat like, and I just like, I can't deal with Conroe until the winter time. Claude Jones said, sign me up for the favorite lake. Favorite lake, man. So the favorite lake, like I said, I went out there and I put some new brush pies out there. They've been biting a lot out there. They've been biting like crazy, but they all been 10s, 9s, 8s. I haven't got on no big slabs out there. But by October come, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When October hit, y'all better sign up. I'm just say that. I'm gonna be at my favorite lake probably every weekend. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be some big slabs out there. Big slabs. And I definitely put some new brush pies out there too. It's going down. It's going down. I can't wait till October. Reggie Jonas said, new 13 just dropped on the Kevin Rogers. So my max is 11 foot. I don't really fish over 11 foot. I have a 12-foot rod, and I really, if I do 12 or 13, it's because I'm spider rigging. If I'm spider rigging, then I go with a longer rod. But if I'm just regular vertical jigging, I'm either do a 10 or 11. Like I said, Kevin Rogers, both my Kevin Rogers are 11. My Ty Huckabee is a 10 and a half, and my Thumb Cities are 10s. And my Pro Angler is a 10. So, but I know like SK gonna fish with 12s. He loves 12s. And like I say, people fish with 12 and 13. I don't got nothing against it. Nothing against it. But for me, what I like to fish with is 10s and 11s. James Vargas says, skill to build. Yes, sir. And at Fort Benning, Georgia. I don't think they have a 60-30 anymore. But that was our motto, skill to build. It's an engineer thing, y'all. Rod said, I will be waiting on the ride after Friday. Hey, you might win. You might win it. Carolina Slash said, thanks, brother. No problem, brother. No problem. Cedric Grady said, yeah, that's me. Yes, sir. I'm going to eventually get that 7'6" split grip Thumb City rod. That's what I used yesterday. I fell in love with it. I haven't had an actual casting rod in so long because I used that Thumb City 10-footer as a casting rod. So I used that 7'6" split grip yesterday to do bluegill fishing, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it. Reggie Dunn said, what video do we enter for the giveaway? It's my last video I posted. If you go watch my last video I just posted, the crappie fishing video, if you go back and watch that video, you'll find out how to enter it. Yep, the last video I just posted. I think it was called Catching Slab Crappie in the Summertime, or Summertime Crappie Fishing, or something like that. But it was my last video. That's how you can enter. Audit everywhere. It says, what's up? I just got back to Long Island. I caught a catfish with 10 small catfish in his mouth. What? Man, look, I don't think I got no rods to handle something like that. I'll put that Thumb City on that catfish though. I'll put that Thumb City on that catfish. James Vargas said, much love, man. Like what you doing, bro. Keep doing the damn thing, homie. I sure appreciate it, brother. I'm trying to do a little something, bro. I sure appreciate it, brother. I sure appreciate it. Cedric Gray said, what's the ticket on a trip? Just hit me up, man. I ain't taxing nobody. Like I say, I know the normal people charge $250, $300, and I ain't taxing nobody like that. Not doing something I love to do. I ain't gonna tax you, but email me. I got you. How we sign up for family and me and my wife was talking about getting a guide in Missouri City. Is that close to you in Houston? Yeah, Mo City. Mo City is probably about Missouri City is probably about 30 minutes from me. It's not far at all. Most City is not far at all. So, like I said, if you want to, just get at me. We can make it happen. Red John saying, Oklahoma, we fishing 13 foot up single poling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll tell anybody this. The best crappie fishing is single poling. I don't care how you doing it. You single pole, but I double pole because I got a pole chain. But that vertical jigging, I love it. That's the only way I really want to fish. Now in the wintertime, on Lake Houston in the wintertime, if you spider rigging on Lake Houston in the wintertime, I'm telling you, you'll have a blast. Because you're gonna see 20 boats within a 50-yard radius of each other. And it's just gonna be a big pile of crappie just sitting there at 18 to 20 feet down. There ain't no structure, no nothing, but you see a whole lot of crappie, thousands of crappie in this one area of the lake, 18 to 20 feet down. And that's the only time I spider rig. Actually, this past Christmas, I shot a video. Not this past Christmas. Well, yeah, I think it was this past Christmas. Yeah, 2019 Christmas. Go back and look at my video, Christmas video. I was spider rigging on Lake Houston. And I caught plenty of crappie, fishing 18 to 20 feet down. And there ain't no structure, no nothing. They just out there. I guess that's the area they stage it before the sponge start. And on Lake Houston, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I'm not a spider rigging guy. But when they're not on structure and stuff like that, I want different colors out there to see what they want. Oh man, I had a blast. Spider rigging, I had a blast. Just gotta be quick. You gotta be quick on it. Leslie Thomas said, you said you broke a B&M rod. Can you explain? I'm gonna break it down to you. So when I first got my boat, I was into the Buck's Best ultralight. To this day, I would tell anybody that's the most sensitive rod it is. Period. Buck's Best ultralight by B&M. They are so sensitive. But I broke those rods in any kind of way you can break it. I broke more than 3 or 4 on a hook set on a fish. They broke in half. I broke 3 or 4 getting hung up, and you know how you pop your line like a bow and arrow to get yourself unhung. Broke those rods like that. Like those rods, they'll break. Those Buck's Best B&M rods, I won't purchase another. The last few I had, I gave them away. Gave them away. So I said, I got some of these rods. You use them. Here you go. Gave them to them. I can't do it. But I used to argue with people about them being them. Like, man, you crazy. This is the best rod in the world. This thing's so sensitive. And then about 12 rides later, I was like, yeah, y'all right. About 12 rides later, literally, I bought that many B&M Buck's Best Ultralight because of the sensitivity. It was just unbelievable. They will break on you. And that's just being honest. They're the most sensitive, but they will break on you in any kind of way. And the worst thing to do is get a hook, feel that thump, and you snatch up on it, and then a rod break on it. You know, we'll make up a story then. But like, man, that was a 3-pound crappie. Broke the rod on. That's what I said anyway. When my rod broke, I said that was it. That was that 3-pounder. I got a hook set. It thumped it so hard, and I got that hook set. Man, I know it was a 3-pounder, and it broke the rod. But it probably was an 8-inch crappie, but it sounded good. But yeah, man, I broke them rods every way you can. So I cannot use another Buck's Best Ultralight. Terry Boston said, "What's your email, family?" My email is KENNIE892 If you go back in my videos and you click on description, mostly all my videos, I have my email address in my description. So if you're going to click on my descriptions and any of my videos, you'll see my email address. Elton Hitchin, what's up, Mr. Yossi? What's going on, brother? How them jigs working for you? Yeah, y'all. So it was a beautiful day today. I would have been a great day today to be out on the lake, but like I said, I went out there yesterday. Got my last minute bluegill fishing out the way. I got up first thing this morning, went on and cleaned them. I scaled half and gutted them and cut the head off, and the other half I filleted. I ain't got to worry about that, because that's the worst thing after you get through fishing is having to clean them. I had them on ice last night and went on and did what I had to do. Cedric Grady said, I've been buying bonehead jigs and have found out how I've been losing a lot of fish. The jig head loop do not be closed all the way. Yep, the line be coming through the loop. I'm going to break it down to you right now, Cedric Grady. My jig heads, mine don't do it because I paint them so they don't happen. But I'm going to tell you a way where if you're using jigs and that's happened to you and the thing ain't closed all the way, I'm going to tell you what you do. It's a simple process. You see I'm taking my time. Free game, free game, free game. You know when I say that, I'm finna put y'all on some game. Free game, free game, free game, free game. If you're having issues with your line going through because the hole on the eye is not closed all the way, use a polymer knot. Only knot I use. Polymer knot. I wish I had a rope or something. I might have a rope. I'm going to show y'all how to tie a polymer knot. I think I got a rope. Yes, sir. Free game, free game, free game. I said it last time, but I didn't have a rope. I was actually cleaning up after I got through fishing. I found this rope in one of my little cabinets. So I'm going to show y'all how to tie a polymer knot. Simple as this. Let me find something. Okay, I can use this. I'm going to use this as my example. So say this is the eye on your jig head where your string go through it. You get your fishing line. So we'll say this is the end of your fishing line. You go on up some to about right, have a little bit of hanging off, and then you make a loop. So you got your fishing line is going to your spool, and this is the end of your fishing line. You make your loop. You might have to squeeze it kind of tight, to make it tight. Put your loop into that jig eye, just like that. Once you put your loop into your jig eye, you got your end, and you got your line that's going through your spool. You put your loop through there. Got your loop. You put it through here, and you make a one single knot. A single knot. Boom. One single regular knot. So now you got that. You got your end that goes on your spool, and you got your end of your line. Once you make that one single knot, all you do is get your jig, and you drop your jig. I ain't make it long enough. You get your loop, you get your jig, and just drop it through that loop, through that hole that you made that loop with. Once you drop it through there, you pull both ends. Pull your end like that, pull your end like that, and that's your polymer knot. Boom. Free game, free game, free game. If you use a polymer knot, it won't happen. Free game, free game, free game. Just put y'all on some game. And polymer knot, that's all I use. I don't use no other knot in the world but a polymer knot. Even when I'm fishing minnows and I have my little Mr. Crappie Jam Action #2 hook, I use a polymer knot. Even when I'm fishing live bait, I use a polymer knot. If I'm fishing plastics, I use a polymer knot. If I'm fishing hand ties, I use a polymer knot. If I'm using a regular hook to go use live bait, I use a polymer knot. Polymer knot, polymer knot, polymer knot. It's the only knot I use. Terry Boss said, okay, bet I get at you, bro. Much love from Oklahoma. Terry Boss, I sure appreciate it, fam. Get at me. Rod said, do you like the Thump City rod better than the ACC? It's no question. I'm going to tell you, Rod, I'm going to tell you a secret. I ain't going to tell the rest of it. I ain't going to tell everybody else on the live. I'm going to tell you a secret, Rod. Don't tell nobody else, Rod. Do not tell nobody I told you this. Thump City rods are better than ACC rods. Thump City crappie rods are way better than ACC. Don't tell nobody else I told you that, no, Rod. Don't tell nobody else that. Cloud Jones said, what's up with that Somerville Dam being closed? So what they're doing, they are working on the dam. Well, they're not working on the dam, they're working on the road. So the parking lot has always been crappy on Somerville at the dam. So they're actually gonna they asphalt, they're fixing the road and they're gonna asphalt the parking lot. So it's a good thing. So they're working on they might be working on the dam also, but I know for sure they're working on the parking lot. They're fixing the parking lot at the dam. So once they do that, it's muddy, you going into holes and all that, trying to drive. So they're working on the parking lot and all that at Somerville. Elder Hitchens said, I've been on the salt water for a while. I haven't got a chance to use them yet. But soon I have them jigs in my trophy case, bro. They just too pretty to use, Elder Hitchens. Hey, Elder Hitchens. Let me tell you what's so funny that you said that. My boy, Ralph, me and Ralph go fishing all the time together. And I make him some jigs, some special jigs. He be wanting certain colors. And he be like, man, I don't want to even, I was like, man, I got hung up a couple of times with some fish down there. Like, man, I don't want to get hung up because I don't want to lose my jig. I'm like, you my boy. You can always get jigs. He was like, nah, man, I don't want to lose these jigs though, man. I don't want to lose them. So I don't even want to put them down there. Like, it's crazy that you said that. So it's great to say, I use the quick snaps. You can use the quick snap. That's true. I use the quick snaps too. So the quick snaps will work. When I use my quick snaps, I lock my quick snaps on with a polymer knot. Real talk. Tenfold, thanks, bro. No problem. No problem. Rod said the secret is safe. For real. But yeah, man, if y'all looking for a knot, use a polymer knot. Well, y'all, I'm finna get through painting me some jig heads. And I'm finna get on the grill. I'm gonna do some grilling today. Probably do some steaks and some smoked sausage. So I'm gonna get on this grill and get through painting jig heads, man. It's been fun. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Either Thursday or Friday, the giveaway for that Thump City crappie rod is coming soon. And if you're looking for one, if you're trying to order them, www.thumpcitycrappierods.com or go to his Facebook, Thump City Crappie Rods. I'm telling y'all, you will not be disappointed. The best rod going, I'm telling you. Rods, I do understand I got some hung in the brush pile. You made me, and I put the rest up. I'm just so crazy though. I've had a few people say that, man, like, man, I don't want to lose my jig, man. Like, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you what an old guy told me that. An old guy told me, he said, man, if you ain't getting hung up, you ain't crappie fishing. And that's a fact. I'm 100% firm believer in that. If you ain't getting hung up, you ain't crappie fishing. Real talk. Bear Jeff said, are you going to do that dragonfly color? I'm gonna show y'all what this dragonfly look like. I like it. I'm gonna show y'all this. Like I said, you gotta shake your paint up first. I'm gonna do one of these dragonflies. Then I gotta go and paint some jigs and prep my food and grill some food today. Get my lighter. I'm gonna try to dry it so y'all can see it. So that dragonfly, I don't know if y'all can see the flakes in it. You see that dragonfly color is like an aqua color. It's like aqua with some gold flakes in it. It's a bad color now. Yeah, it's like an aqua color with some gold flakes. I like it. I kind of dig it. So that's that dragonfly. But y'all, it's been fun. I'm gonna go and get them and feed me. But y'all, make sure y'all stay tuned. Thursday, either Friday. Make sure you get into the giveaway. Thursday, Friday, we'll be doing a giveaway for this Thump City Crappie, man. Thump City Crappie ride. Man, y'all have a blessed day. It's your boy, Skinny Kenny, the Bronze Star Vet. I'm out.